Yo, haha, Miltnificent. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another shoe review, man. Today we have a shoe review that, honestly, I've never put on a Miltnificent channel, and thanks to 3D ChangeLife, this shoe, I promise you, at the end of the day, when you look at this, when I break it down, it's going to blow your mind. Now, a lot of people have seen 3D printed shoes, you've seen different materials used, but 3D ChangeLife pretty much changed the game. And I'm going to show you one of the advantages of having their shoes versus a lot of other industry 3D printed shoes and what they're doing in order to produce what we see as a futuristic shoe to put on foot. So, for instance, you've seen the Adidas Climacool. They have their 3D printed shoe, but their materials are polyurethane, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is thermoplastic, but this is just straight polyurethane. It gives the ability to kind of do a little bit what 3D ChangeLife does with their outdoor shoes, but if you notice that there is some restriction towards this 3D printed shoe, basically when it dries up, I'll put it this way, if it wets, it has a lot of flexibility, but there are some drawbacks to a design like this, even though you can twist, contort, but comfort is another thing. What 3D ChangeLife did with their materials is that they use what's called flexible photosensitive resin. So when you think of flexible photosensitive resin, think of a material such as this. And this is the stress ball that came with this package, 3D ChangeLife. I appreciate that. But it gives me the ability to show you exactly how soft and how good the material is. So you think of flexible photosensitive resin. Think of photosensitive resin without the flexible part. And you want flexibility in the shoes, but just take the flexible portion away. And think about what dentists use when they produce or sculpt different like teeth, molars, things of that nature, and it's going into your teeth. Well, that's kind of the same material that they're using to produce the shoes. But this has a rubber side. It's like a rubber flexible. Well, I love this Lotus design. It basically creates layers on top of layers on top of layers in a 3D sculpted way, but it's able to expand and retract instantaneously, and it's so soft. I mean, this is the best of best materials that you can use for a 3D printed shoe. It's actually really expensive to produce, but there's so many benefits, especially health benefits for a 3D printed shoe such as this, so that when you put it on, you're going to feel your muscles in your feet from the ball of your feet to the heel, arch support. It's definitely beneficial. I tried this out for the first time walking around my house, and even outside. It's the first shoe of its kind where I could literally feel every portion of my muscle on the bottom of my foot just move effortlessly. So with that said and done, man, you can see right here the 3D ChangeLife box. You got the shoes, we're getting that momentarily. And they even tell you that. I mean, there's definitely benefits to it. You can have enhanced breathability. They have feathered light cushioning, basically what I'm showing you right, how soft this is. When I say it's soft, it's really soft. Shock absorbent. So I'll get into that momentarily. And then, of course, you got that whole 3D printed innovation, the materials that I'm talking about, the whole flexible photosensitive resin. That said and done, man, let's get straight to the shoes. Take this out. Now, I know a lot of people may be thinking, holy smokes, what are you holding? I like art, and this is kind of goes up there. Let me put this down here. This kind of goes up there with that. So this is the outdoor 3D ChangeLife 3D printed shoe that I'm speaking of. And I'm going to show you momentarily with some kind of demos of when you look at the sculpture. I know some people may think Spider-Man's Venom, but I like stuff like this just because of the shape, the design, and the way it's going to contort towards your actual foot. When you look at this, you may think, holy smokes, I would never wear something like that. Think again. You put it on, it's going to completely change the way you would think of any typical shoe. So the shape, the design, the sculpture is designed to mold towards your foot. I put this on for the first time, actually the first time holding this in my hand, and I'm thinking, okay, there's some weight to this. I'm not sure how this is going to help me out. But then when I started to feel that whole flexible photosensitive resin, kind of like a rubberized feeling, but you can see right here, it's so plush to the touch. You feel that shock absorbent feeling each time you take a step. So from heel to toe, every step that I took, and actually, I'm gonna show you, maybe I'll show you a video right here. You can see if what you would call the midsole portion, the design, and why it's designed this way. Because once you take the first couple of steps, you're going to feel so much bounce to it. It's going to feel, dare I say, even better. Actually, it is better than a Yeezy slide. Yes. You see the foam runners, you've seen kind of a video right here, but you see the foam runners, you see the Yeezy slide. Think of the Yeezy slide on steroids. Yes, that's how much bounce back you're going to get from a shoe like this. And again, I was highly surprised to see how the performance is on this. When my heel to toe would happen, I could feel the resin in this kind of like just expanding, that flexibility, just expanding, coming back. This is all over my toes. Most shoes, when you put them on, you're going to feel it to a certain point. I'm using the Yeezy slide as an example because it had a fin-like design towards the outsole, so that when you see a video right here, when you take a step, it kind of bounces back in its original form. It's kind of the same concept with this. The only difference is that you're seeing that all wrapped up in what I would call kind of the midsole portion. And it's like a lattice design that you can't see and I can't see, but I think I did create a video right here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, where it's more redefined towards the bottom. So basically I'm talking about from, if I put my foot, or sorry, my finger down here, and I'm talking about this portion. And you don't feel it, you can't really see it, but I'm going to try to enhance it. But when you take each step, you can see it just expanding and retracting from the heel all the way to the actual toe. Again, this material, the flexible photosensitive resin, is one of the most expensive materials to use, especially when it comes to 3D printing. You can go check it out if you think I'm lying, but there's a reason for it. It definitely offers a lot of health benefits towards it, especially for people who are trying to correct your back posture and you're looking for something to kind of go by your day by day. And if you're looking to correct your posture, this is definitely the perfect shoe. I'll do the on feet for this, but in seeing this and feeling it, having kind of like a couple days to actually play around with it, I was kind of shocked. Of course, this is the outdoor shoe. They also have on their website an indoor slide that you can put on. Same material, same functionality. The difference is this is designed, the durability towards like that midsole portion is designed to go outside. In terms of cleaning, I don't think that this will be hard to clean, just because, again, the material that they use, it gives its advantage. So, dirt and stuff like that, you can get it on there, but you can also get it off. It's not one of those materials where it's going to sit on, like, dare I say, a polyurethane 3D printed shoe. This is not a knock towards Adidas, but it's just the material. It's going to stain a lot more on this than it is on this. And it's not just because of the color, it's just because of the material. There's definitely benefits to this. And I am so happy to have this on the Miltnificent channel. 3D ChangeLife, I appreciate this. And just showing people the advantage of something like this. I mean, look how durable this is. Like, it should give you, and honestly, I know a lot of people might want to compare this to the foam runner, but I'm going to say I wouldn't do that just because it's foam, right? This is flexible, photosensitive resin. And just think of like a flexible rubber. But it's so durable and thick that it can withstand a lot of damage and still provide a lot of comfort for your day-to-day. But your boy Miltnificent, man, 3D ChangeLife outdoor 3D printed shoe, man. This is a thing of beauty, and I can't wait to put this on and show you guys on the on foot. I am out, and you guys stay blessed.